Tresca post-game show. John Horrigan joined by defenseman Terry Virtue. Virch, a goal and 3 assists. You were one of the most unselfish players on this team, but just moving the puck. You clean up in your own end. You play tough when you need to, but nice job here. We needed to win to get above 500 for the season.
Yeah, I had to get off the losing streak that I was on. I was on a 2-game losing streak, so I needed to work a little harder, show up ready to play today.
Yeah. Hey, recently you were on a podcast. Tell me about that so people here can listen to that.
Yeah, it was New York Rangers. I don't think it's a New York Rangers affiliate, but it's a Rangers fan. I think puts it on. It was a great podcast. It was, do some of those every once in a while. It's kind of fun to do, kind of fun to relive your old memories and stuff like that. So it was good.
You won 2 Calder Cups. Just talk a little bit about those 2 American Hockey League championships.
Well, the first one was with the Providence Bruins. A year I got to play with the Bruins and stuff like that. It was, I think we probably had the #1 team ever in the AHL. I think that goes to show, that they were a good team. I think they were the worst team the year before, but we went from worst to first and won the Calder Cup. We kind of just walked through the playoffs. We had a great coaching staff with Peter Laviolette and Bill Armstrong. So it was a great opportunity. And then I moved on to Hartford, and we had a great team there too. And that year we beat out the Providence Bruins in Game 7. So it was an exciting time for me, those 2 years.
And you played 15 years, correct, professional hockey, and you hold a bunch of records for professional hockey in Worcester with the Worcester Ice Cats. Were you on the inaugural team?
Yeah, I was on the inaugural team. I scored the first game-winning goal there. So, it was good. And that was against the Providence Bruins at that, too. Yeah, so that was one of those special things that I can say I did. It was a great time in Worcester. We had a great bunch of guys that first year. We weren't a great team, but we had a great coach. Jimmy Roberts was his name, and he was an old-time guy, and he was one of my favorites.
He had the big ears, right? Was that the Jimmy Roberts?
Yeah, he was one of my favorites. He wore I don't even think it was a skull he had on the ice. He wore gloves, not hockey gloves. He wore gloves on the ice. He was a great man. I dearly miss the guy. He passed away a few years ago, but great
won
man.
A ton of cups with Montreal too.
Yeah, I think he won 6 cups with Montreal, and he was the first captain of the St. Louis Blues. So it was a special guy to know. What
are your memories playing in Worcester? Again, you hold the records. I think most games played, penalty minutes, etc. I mean, you played it tough, you played it rugged. Can you remember your favorite bar or restaurant, for instance, in Worcester?
This bar was right beside the rink. It's not there anymore. I think it's a cigar bar now, but it used to be called the Firehouse. And there was a big joke when I walked in. There was always a beer sitting there waiting for me. So, like the Booster Club said, they were going to get a little plaque or even seat at that corner of the bar where I was. So that's kind of where my favorite place was the Firehouse.
Part of the hockey life, having a couple of brewskis after the game. Terry Virtue, our player of the game from the Boston Bruins Alumni. I'm John Horrigan on behalf of Tresca and the Boston Bruins Alumni. Thanks for joining us.